Good evening, and welcome to another chapter in Travels with Matilda. Tonight, we explore lovely St. Augustine, Florida. When we visited St. Augustine this summer, we took advantage of the fine weather and took a Ripley's Believe It or Not ghost train tour, and then explored the 400-year-old fort Castillo de San Marcos. But before we launched our film cruise to these locations, we stopped by the famous St. Augustine Lighthouse. The view from the top is breathtaking. Constructed in 1860, the lighthouse has been a navigational aid for almost 150 years and is still listed on navigational charts as an aid to mariners. Getting around in St. Augustine is convenient, as a trolley operates 7 days a week from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. These trolleys make a continuous circuit throughout the city, stopping at locations that make shopping and snooping through the shops easy. And while you're riding the trolley, you can see one of the oldest structures in the oldest city in the United States. St. Augustine is also one of the homes of the National Guard, and the trolley passes right in front. If you choose to walk the streets, there's quite a bit to see, including small alleys with shops that have some interesting items for sale. The cathedral and other architecture are beautiful. Everywhere you look, there's old homes of historical importance and cannons from the very early days of the city. The oldest schoolhouse in the United States is located here. When you visit St. Augustine, you must take the Ripley's Ghost Train Tour. The tour is in the evening and is a guided tour. The ghost train takes you through the streets where ghosts are most likely to hang out. We walked through a very old neighborhood while our guide showed us a haunted house and told us of lovers dying and murder stories. Our trolley took us to an old cemetery where our guide talked of a child ghost still looking for her playmates. At the end of our ghost tour, we visited Ripley's Believe It or Not museum. We wandered through the museum in almost total darkness, which helps create a scary atmosphere. Our new guide took us through the rooms at the museum that are haunted. A dark museum can be a very scary place. During the day, you can tour the Ripley's Believe It or Not museum with the lights on. A man actually built and lived in this log home. And this incredible carving of an ox cart sits right outside in the parking lot. The next day, we headed off to the famous fort in St. Augustine. As you walk into Castillo de San Marcos, you realize that there was a city behind these fortress walls. The fort was built in 1772 by the Spanish. You can walk through the prison and guard rooms, chapel, school, and storage areas. The fort was mainly built to protect the Spanish from pirates. You can climb a long flight of stairs and tour the ramparts. There, you will see cannons, howitzers, and rifle tower. You must also stay and witness the ceremonial firing of the cannon. The Spanish practiced this ritual daily. As you leave the fort, you notice a dry moat. It served as a major obstacle to infantry attacking the Castillo. Livestock were also kept here during times of the attack. All in all, St. Augustine is a very fun place to visit, with shops, history, food, and spectacular views. Visit it soon.